The hip-hop world has been buzzing ever since Drake and Kendrick Lamar turned a full-blown lyrical war. Diss tracks, subliminal shots, and industry chatter have dominated the conversation for months. Fans, critics, and artists have been weighing in, and recently A$AP Rocky added his voice to the mix. In a new interview, Rocky called the beef between Kendrick healthy for hip-hop. It is rooted in hip-hop tradition. Rap battles have always been part of the culture, from KRS-One of MC Shan to Jay's vs. Nas. For Rocky, Kendrick and Drake's lyrical clash keeps that competitive energy alive, reminding fans it's built on bars, creativity, and lyrical dominance. Instead of seeing it as negativity or division, Rocky frames it as a spark that pushes artists to sharpen their craft and deliver better music. Even though Rocky respects the battle, he made it clear that he didn't want to insert himself too deeply. He said the conflict was between Kendrick and Drake, not Drake and everybody else. This is an important, has his own reputation and brand to protect, and while he's thrown subtle shots at Drake in the past, he recognizes that diluting the central feud could backfire. By stepping back, he positions himself as some One part of the beef Rocky did call out directly was Drake's decision against Universal Music Group during the drama. Rocky questioned this move, saying, "What part of the game is that? What type is that?" For Rocky, taking a rap beef into the courtroom undermines the spirit of competition. In his eyes, rap battles should be settled or on stage, not in legal files. This critique resonates with fans who believe hip-hop's authenticity is best preserved when artists handle disputes through the culture's own channels. By calling the Drake vs. Kendrick feud, Rocky highlights how high-profile beefs can energize the genre. Diss tracks top the charts, social media debates explode, and younger fans get exposed to the art of lyrical warfare. It creates a sense of urgency in hip-hop that hasn't been felt in years. When kept on wax, can elevate the craft and inspire a new generation of MCs to value storytelling over just vibes or social media antics. At the same time, show a deeper awareness of the balance hip-hop needs. Healthy competition is good, but when egos, money, or lawsuits take center stage, the culture risks losing its authenticity. Rocky embraces the beef for what it should be, a lyrical sparring match between two giants, while warning against moves that weaken its impact. His perspective bridges old-school values with today's rap landscape, making it clear that while he may not jump directly into the fire, he still understands the importance of keeping hip-hop raw, competitive, and real.
You ain't never had a friend like me?
Yeah.
Friend like me, man, is crazy. It's just like rappers, they talk about things that you should desire, right? You want that guy's girl, you want that guy's car, you want that guy's lifestyle, depending on who you are. Usually, you know, that's how it is.
Yeah.
You never hear somebody brag about being an extremely great friend.
That's true.
You know, your ex will tell you, you never gonna meet a girl like me again. You never gonna have another bitch like me, you know.
And it's not a common topic in rap, actually, friendship.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Unity. It's always rivalry. I think that the world could use prayer right now. And we could all, regardless of your religious views and beliefs, we could all use a prayer, you know what I'm saying?
I have to ask this question because you know we've been waiting for a new album for you. And you've been dropping several tracks over the last few years from DMB. DMB is one of my favorite tracks for you.
Thank you, bro.
Really, and you have a Cantona shirt.
Yeah.
It means a lot for us. Can we expect something from you soon?
Yes, absolutely. Okay. I think the funny thing with me and just my journey and my career and my path and shit is just the ability to perfect. Nobody's perfect, but I'm a perfectionist, and I think that every time that I had said everything that I need to say, something else happens, something new happens, something else to talk about. And I think at this point, I'm just mainly concerned with just kind of like reintroducing myself. The guy I am now is not the guy I came in this business as. It's not the same kid, you know.
Of course.
We all know I'm a father now, and
yeah,
you know, I'm a devoted father. Not only that, family man and businessman and entrepreneur and all that good stuff. But I think me trying to make sure that, you know, my business is right, my life is right, my livelihood, all of that, you know, is aligned. I think that's the only time that you could actually do something productive or do something substantial. I want to evoke some type of emotion. If I'm out here telling y'all how pretty I am again, it's not talking about nothing. I really ain't had nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
You know, if I talk to you about how, you know, I fucked your bitch or I could take your bitch again, it's not really talking about nothing.
Yeah.
Everybody know I love clothes. They know I'm going to talk about that.
Yeah.
But it's not talking about nothing when it's just like,
Yeah.
okay, what else, right? So I want to evoke emotion. And without forcing it, I'm just one of those artists that, you know, we do things without compromise.
You just said, you know, you've been saying lots of stuff in your previous albums, and you mentioned clothes.
Yes.
And you're here because also you have a fashion show, and you know, like we know it's a real part of your life, and it has always been. It has always been. And I was wondering, you know, because a lot of kids want to look like you, or want to be you, or want to dress like you. When you were a kid, you wanted to dress like who? Who was your hero in terms of style?
Bone Thugs and Harmony, New York rappers.
Okay. What kind of, like, which rappers?
You know where I'm from
Yeah,
Harlem.
yeah.
So those
Also,
guys.
Gypsy, Cameron.
Of course.
Yeah, and there was also a point when in terms of fashion, like, yeah.
I think they changed it. They revolutionized it. Grand Poobah.
Wow. Okay.
I think that when we talk about individual artists with style and shit, like Andre 3000, Mos Def, so many people in hip hop that like contributes to this culture.
It was mostly people from hip hop that had an impact on you in terms of style when you were younger.
Everybody from hip hop, who I was gonna look up to.
I don't know, maybe like you have a movie with Denzel Washington coming, maybe Denzel also could have been someone that you were looking.
Denzel is hip hop.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, we could just like kind of equate the word to black.
Yeah.
Like hip hop. That's us. That's our culture.
Yeah. What was it like to play like Denzel's son?
Yo, I played his illegitimate son.
Oh, okay. I haven't watched the movie yet. Okay. Okay. I thought it was the official.
Nah, I'm his illegitimate son. He's from the Bronx, and my character's from the Bronx as well. Both our characters, we from the same neighborhood. We look just alike, so you do the math.
Okay, and because you like it's not your first time in movies, but was it different to play with like a giant like him?
It was an honor, man. Like this Denzel, he's one of the greatest actors of all time. Just take race out of it, take gender out of it. He's just one of the greatest. That guy's a hip-hop encyclopedia. Of course, he knows Miles Davis and he knows the jazz and stuff, but what he listens to is that stuff.
So Denzel is listening to 3 6 Mafia and...
No, like Moneybagg Yo.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's...
Who would think?
Yeah.
He listens to NLE Chopper.
It's crazy.
For real.
Yeah.
He quoted NLE Chopper. He listens to Pooh Shiesty.
Wow.
People think I'm lying. People think I'm saying this shit to sound cool or make headlines. I'm dead fucking serious. This is what the dude do. I ain't one of them type of guys. That's what he's on. And I find it fascinating and relatable that this man who, you know, is 70 years old is like...
So curious and... Yeah.
He's not curious, he's of the culture.
Yeah. So we're in Paris.
We're in Paris.
And it's not your first time, obviously, in this city. You know the city pretty well now.
Yeah, man.
I know it's maybe not an easy question, but what's your relationship with this city? Because from an outside perspective, like we're seeing you, in fashion shows, and we have some great pics of you in Paris, but like, do you love the city? Like, are you only here for work? What's your relationship with the local culture?
I got much respect for Paris, man. I mean, I think if you get like accepted and respected here, that's just the pinnacle.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, when we talk about fashion, right? So that's why I thought it would be a great idea to premiere my collections out here. I've been coming to Paris fashion shows for over 15 years. Yeah. And, I dreamed of this as far as the people, you guys are pretty snobby, but I fuck with y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come clean. I love the culture.
Yeah.
What I love about the culture and what I love about Paris and why I have so much respect, and this is how I want to seriously answer this question. The reason why I have so much respect for Paris and for the culture is because of the connection between the Harlem Renaissance and Paris. You got to realize at a time when it was racial and segregated, you know, not
That's
only,
true.
yeah, discrimination, which was technically law back then, before the civil rights movement. Everybody kind of was separate. And after slavery was abolished in the 1800s, it took about like 30, 40 years for, you know, us, the black people, to get established. And Harlem was the mecca of black culture. If you were from the South, you migrated to Harlem. You were from the West, the Midwest, you migrated to Harlem. There was a time when artists like Cab Calloway, Langston Hughes, Louis Armstrong, they would go to Paris and thrive. They would be able to sing their jazz. They would be able to paint their art and actually have a market in a place where it was appreciated. You know, I think Peggy Guggenheim and all these people played a major part in trying to like make black artists or just black art and you know, advocate for it, you know, and to make a long fucking statement short, Paris and New York and Harlem always had this like crazy connection. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for your time.
Thank
Really.
you.